Yemen destroyed. Hundreds of missiles launched at Yemen by US warships. The USA has left Yemen in complete and total destruction. With the help of 6 other world superpowers, countless warships, missiles, and fighter jets were sent to take out Houthi storage sites, which were quickly reduced to ashes. Could this be the beginning of a third world war? Join us as we explore this intriguing situation between Yemen and the USA. Off the coast of the Red Sea, there are some significant events unfolding. The USS Carney recently took down 14 attack drones launched from rebel-controlled areas in Yemen. This incident has the potential to intensify the conflict, considering the attackers' claim of being unaware of the presence of US naval forces. They asserted that their operation aimed at Israeli fishing vessels, but these explanations lack credibility. It's likely that concerns arose among those in the southern regions when the USS Carney approached the Red Sea. Despite facing various risks, the crew managed to survive the attack, thanks to the ship's automated system swiftly neutralizing the approaching threat and preventing potentially irreparable damage. The reason why it was created in the first place was to swiftly and effectively counter any threats. This vessel is armed with at least 2 launchers carrying a total of 100 guided missiles, some of which can carry nuclear warheads. Each missile is equipped with radar and homing technology, ensuring automatic targeting and data transmission to other missiles. This setup ensures precise and effective hits on each enemy. The USS Carney boasts a robust arsenal, including the 127mm Mark 45 artillery system, capable of demolishing even the most fortified bunkers. Additionally, it can employ munitions on specific targets. To tackle drones, the destroyer utilizes 2 25mm automatic guns and 4 large-caliber machine guns, all led by the advanced Phalanx CIWS system. So basically, this ship is well equipped for various threats, combining advanced missile systems, artillery, and specialized weaponry like the Phalanx CIWS system, which can fire a whopping 4,500 rounds per second and destroy targets up to 2 miles away. It's also capable of shooting down aircrafts, destroying missiles, and sinking boats. The USS Carney is well equipped with 2 Aegis multifunctional combat control systems capable of easily taking down bombers flying at an altitude of 12 miles. It's no surprise that the Houthis decided to target the USS Carney when they realized its strength and that it could swiftly eliminate their bases along the Red Sea shores. However, they didn't factor in another player. Following the USS Carney, the USS Laboon headed north to the Red Sea for maritime security operations. The USS Laboon, the 8th ship of the Arleigh Burke class, stands out not just in design, but also in the inclusion of special weapons like underwater mines. If you think these mines are weaker than missiles, think again. While on land, mines might have been auxiliary weapons. At sea, they hold strategic importance, often overshadowing other naval weapons. It's a boon for the country and the Navy to have these ships. Mines can be placed at great depths, lasting for decades, though they are easier to find and destroy. For the Houthi ships, the USS Laboon posed a significant threat, which prompted them to consider an attack. But this was to be preempted by Great Britain and France when they sent their frigates to support the United States. The French Languedoc frigates stand out as some of the most powerful and versatile warships globally, widely utilized by the Navy. Take, for instance, the ship Daring. May God bless her and all who sail in her. These frigates can be armored with the Aegis system, boasting a modern target detection and acquisition setup, along with the S-2 and SM-6 missile systems, capable of handling enemy aircrafts up to 220 miles away. It was precisely this system that enabled the frigate to fend off a drone attack it faced alongside the USS Carney. Moreover, the Languedoc is well equipped for anti-submarine operations, featuring tools to search for and engage submarines, including deep-sea torpedoes. A standout feature is the remarkable ability to hit ground targets using guided missiles with an impressive range of 990 miles. These missiles can carry various warheads, from high explosives to cluster munitions, making them highly dangerous and versatile over long distances. Adding to the firepower, the British Royal Navy destroyer HMS Diamond, of the same class as the Languedoc frigate, joined the strike group supporting the United States. British destroyers like the HMS Diamond boast the capability to take on an entire enemy army, utilizing SM-2 and SM-6 systems, along with Harpoon anti-ship missiles that can eliminate enemy vessels from a distance of 250 miles. The Harpoon missile sets itself apart with its exceptional maneuverability and the ability to fly at an altitude of around 16 feet above sea level. This makes it incredibly challenging for other missiles to take it down, leaving the enemy with limited defense options, usually resorting to machine guns. Similarly, a German warship is gearing up for deployment to the southern part of the Red Sea, collaborating with Western partners for joint operations. This strategic alliance aims to safeguard commercial shipping from potential attacks by Yemeni adversaries. Meanwhile, a U.S. Navy carrier strike group, led by the nuclear-powered aircraft carrier USS Dwight D. Eisenhower, has encountered the Gulf of Aden to support U.S. forces in response to ongoing threats. This carrier group is well equipped to tackle a broad spectrum of security challenges, demonstrating a robust approach to addressing regional issues. The collaborative strength of these vessels shows how potent they can be in dealing with diverse threats, whether on land or at sea. Also, what makes an aircraft carrier worth its name isn't just about its colossal size or big guns. It's all about the fighters on deck. For instance, the latest F-22 Raptor and the F-35 Lightning II, considered top-notch fifth-generation fighters, not to mention the B-21 Raider, a lethal stealth bomber armed with nuclear capabilities. The carrier also boasts a fleet of massive drones like the Global Hawk, capable of scouting vast territories at an altitude of 12 miles. These drones work hand-in-hand with satellites, gathering intel on every enemy on the battlefield. And get this, according to images from the European Space Agency Sentinel-2 satellite, the Dwight D. Eisenhower aircraft carrier is already a whopping 116 miles away from the strait, en route to the Red Sea. In and of itself, the presence of this fleet in the Mediterranean Sea carries significant implications. Firstly, it establishes reliable support for Israel in its conflict with the enemy. Beyond that, it serves as a deterrent, discouraging the escalation of conflict beyond the borders of the state. By leveraging the capabilities of the Dwight D. Eisenhower, including its drones, alongside the striking power of the USS Carney and the defensive systems of the USS Laboon, this fleet forms a robust combination, a force to be reckoned with. It puts the enemy on notice, making them reconsider before launching any reckless attacks. The ongoing maritime conflict is shaping up to be one of the most massive in the last decade. In a parallel scenario, tensions rise in the South China Sea as UK warships engage with the Chinese Coast Guard. Two Royal Navy warships on patrol in that area unexpectedly attacked the Chinese Coast Guard, issuing a direct threat to sink any vessel jeopardizing Philippine ships. The recent provocations stem from a Chinese aggression against the Philippines, prompting Britain to respond with force. In support, the UK dispatched two formidable ships, including the Type 45 destroyer HMS Daring, a pioneer of a new class built in 2009. This innovative destroyer, labeled the Predator for a good reason, is armed with Sea Viper missiles capable of taking down aircraft, cruise missiles, and drones up to a distance of 74 miles. Its PAM anti-aircraft missile systems provide robust defense against airborne threats. To add to its capabilities, 6 Silo BLS launchers, equipped with 48 missiles, reinforce the vessel's defensive posture. The arsenal is then rounded off with the Harpoon missile, specifically designed to target ships by exploiting their most vulnerable areas. Reflecting on the lessons learned, the deployment of such advanced ships underscores the evolution in naval technology. The Type 45 destroyer, like HMS Daring, represents a significant advancement, offering a distinct edge in maritime operations. This contemporary vessel, part of a fleet with 6 counterparts in the UK, proves instrumental in addressing a range of threats, making it a potent force in naval defense. It's quite a boon for the country and the Navy to have these ships in action. The Harpoon missile played a crucial role, taking on the Chinese Coast Guard and causing quite a stir. We'll delve into that in a moment. But first, let's shift our attention to another maritime story. Over in the sea, a Japanese Coast Guard helicopter took action against Chinese ships. A pilot aboard the UH-60 Black Hawk spotted 87 Chinese fishing vessels entering the territory of Mako Island, situated in Japan's exclusive economic zone. While you might wonder what's the big deal, it's a clear violation of territorial boundaries. The Coast Guard responded by dispatching the UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter to intercept the vessels, urging them to vacate the area. When the boats ignored the warnings, the helicopters fired several shots into the air. It's worth noting that the UH-60 Black Hawk, crafted by the US Sikorsky Aircraft Company, is a powerful weapon which delivers optimal performance and a little extra oomph. Now, let's circle back to the Black Hawk that made headlines for its role in the confrontation with the Chinese Coast Guard, leading to heightened tensions. The helicopter, primarily designed for cargo and troop transport, comes packing a serious punch in the weapons department. Renowned for its survivability, the Black Hawk boasts 2 General Electric engines, each with a whopping 1620 horsepower. What's particularly cool is that even if one of the engine falters, the Black Hawk can keep flying on the other. These robust engines also enable it to carry a hefty payload of up to 24,000 pounds. Amidst all the cargo, the standout feature are the adaptable weapons. The cockpit can be armed with 2 6-barrel M134 machine guns or more substantial Gatling guns. External suspensions carry AGM-114 Hellfire guided missiles for ground targets or FEM-92 missiles for air targets. The Black Hawk is equipped with 2 sets of controls, essentially identical duplicates of each other, ensuring precision in handling. It's truly an impressive helicopter. With its versatile design, the Black Hawk proves its mettle, not just in transportation, but also as a formidable force in combat situations. The dual General Electric engines not only provide exceptional power, but also enhance its survivability, a crucial factor in intense operations. The adaptability of weapons, from machine guns to guided missiles, showcases the helicopter's versatility in addressing a range of scenarios. But not too long ago, China was cunningly trying to acquire another one. In a rather audacious move, the Chinese military attempted to lure a Taiwanese pilot with a tempting $16 million offer, aiming for him to defect with the CH-47 Chinook heavy helicopter. Their plan involves landing the helicopter on an amphibious assault ship navigating through the Taiwan Strait. It's a classic strategy for China, one they've used before, enticing foreign personnel to defect, study their weapons, and replicate their versions. A notable example is the Ukrainian Varyag aircraft carrier, which China acquired and transformed into the Liaoning. Now, their sights are set on the CH-47 Chinook, a challenging and risky maneuver. The Chinook, often a star in Hollywood movies, earned its fame for a reason, notably providing its mettle during the Vietnam War. This maneuver, known as sling load operations, is recognized as one of the most difficult and perilous tasks. The CH-47 Chinook, with its iconic presence in Hollywood, has rightfully earned celebrity status. Beyond the silver screen, though, its historical significance is marked by its commendable performance during the Vietnam War. Beyond its primary role as a transport aircraft, the CH-47 Chinook has worn many hats, serving as an installer of smoke barriers, an aerosol sprayer, and even a tow truck for damaged or abandoned aircraft. While the notion of using it as a platform for flying artillery was tested, it was later discarded. The helicopter is configured with 2 seats and ample floor space, allowing for the transportation of patients. Remarkably, the CH-47 Chinook set a record in manpower transportation, carrying a staggering 147 individuals along with it. Interestingly though, there are now 17,500 US troops stationed at Subic Bay in the Philippines within the South China Sea. Currently, airborne training is underway, involving the renowned MC-130J, an American medium and long-range military transport aircraft widely recognized as the most common in the world. This aircraft truly embodies the essence of a crew airplane in the best sense. Notably, the new Allison T56 turboprop engine, specially designed for robust performance, with a maximum output of up to 4,100 horsepower and a speed of 430 miles per hour, has been developed specifically for this aircraft. In its latest modification, the MC-130J boasts a fully updated suite of electronic equipment, including a satellite navigation system. The Super Hercules, having played a role in every US military conflict since its debut in 1956, stands out as an incredibly reliable transport aircraft. Its versatility shines as it's employed to transport military personnel, ammunition, medicines, and even tanks like the Abrams. It's truly remarkable how such a massive airplane effortlessly fulfills a spectrum of roles. In addition to the joint exercises involving US and Philippine paratroopers, the Hercules aircraft played a pivotal role in delivering essential equipment, including the Avenger air defense systems and the FIM-92 Stinger surface-to-air missile. The Avenger stands out as a lightweight, self-propelled anti-aircraft system armed with missiles and a machine gun, designed for countering airborne threats. Specifically geared to combat enemy tactical and military aircrafts, this system packs a punch with the M3P 50 caliber machine gun and the Avenger weapon system, making it a formidable presence on the battlefield. The Avenger's setup includes a freely rotating operator's cab and a fire control module equipped with 2 launchers capable of accommodating 8 FIM-92 missiles. The FIM-92 Stinger, a single-stage solid-fuel missile equipped with an infrared homing head, operates on a fire-and-forget basis. Despite its compact size, the FIM-92 is remarkably agile, boasting a flight speed of 2,460 feet per second and an impressive range of 2 miles. The Avenger system, known for its effectiveness, gained prominence when it was deployed to safeguard the Pentagon. Particularly adept at countering low-flying targets such as helicopters and cargo airplanes, the system also proves to be a robust defender against slow kamikaze drones, which are increasingly employed in modern warfare. This equipment was specifically delivered for the 1st Battalion of the 174th Artillery Regiment of the US Army, which has recently arrived in the Philippines to partake in the Balikatan training. The primary goal of these exercises is to bolster bilateral trust, enhancing the ability to act in unison, and further fortify the cooperation forged over decades of joint experience. The name of the exercise, Balikatan, holds special significance and translates to side by side in Filipino, underscoring the deeply rooted partnership between these two countries. This notable event marks the initiation of joint training between the US and Philippine military forces, with planned sessions including an MC-130J airborne assault. However, it does raise eyebrows when you consider the timing of such an extensive exercise, given the escalating tensions between the US, Britain, and China. Notably, hundreds of Australian ground troops have also joined the exercise in the Philippines, contributing to this major joint military effort. The aim is clear: to put our actual weapon systems to the test and ensure readiness for any scenario. Yet, questions linger about whether these exercises will proceed as planned or if it's part of a larger strategy involving the US, Britain, and the Philippines, potentially hinting at a coordinated military operation. While the rationale behind the US military bringing its equipment is evident, commenting on the situation remains challenging. In any case, what is your view on the ongoing situation? And how much help do you think the missiles discussed will be? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.